Hello, Stewart families. This is your principal, Audra Goodman, coming to you with this week's Star Review. This week, to illustrate my point, I wanted to share a little story about me as a little girl and growing up. Now, I loved the holidays. I loved the whole decorating of the tree and cooking and all the excitement, but I also secretly had a little bit of anxiety that I carried. I was raised by my grandparents. I still knew my mom and she was around, but my mom struggled, and especially at the holidays and especially at Christmas, I wanted her there, but I didn't always know if she'd show up because she didn't always. This resulted in me kind of holding some stress in my heart, and it would result in my behavior being off. I would get kind of weird. It was a little bit triggering for me, but as a child, I wasn't good at expressing that. And we didn't talk about things like that growing up. And I think it's important that as a Stewart family and as a community, we talk about the fact that holidays can be triggering for all kids, no matter what the situation is. Some kids just get overwhelmed by all the stimulus and all of the excitement and the festivities that is flashing around them constantly. They feed off other people's energy. There are unique family dynamics, and kids await having to maybe switch households, or they might stress out about gifts. There's so many reasons that this can happen. So I think it can be overwhelming for kids. So it's just important that we do some simple things to check in with our kids and help support them so they can truly just enjoy the magic of the holiday season. So some ideas are: one, talk to your kids about feelings. Happy feelings, sad feelings, upset feelings, whatever mix of emotion, let them know that it's okay to feel those things and discuss that with them. Create space for rest. There is a lot more stimulus happening. They're going to be emotionally tired, which is going to turn into physical tiredness. This is a great time for moments of calm, extra rest time, organizing calming activities, even an earlier bedtime, especially for our little ones. Maintain routines. The holidays, I know it can get tough. There's a lot going on, but having some predictable structures that are non-negotiable in your house will really help keep your child calm and a little less stressed. Model self-care. The holidays is super stressful for us. We're trying to get so much done, lots going on. So model for your kiddo what you do. Do you take deep breaths? Do you read? What do you do to feel better? Show that to them. Simplify when possible. There's a lot on the calendars. If you and your family is starting to feel overwhelmed by all the commitments and things you're doing, just consider scaling back and think about what really matters the most to you and focus on that. Encourage gratitude. We've been talking about this with the kids. It's the season of giving, and that doesn't always mean stuff. So really talking to your kids about the positive, happy, cool things that they can enjoy, that is to no cost to them, is a great way for them to associate the holidays with good. And just look out for signs of stress. If your child's behavior is changing, such as difficulty sleeping, maybe they're a little bit spicier with you, they're irritable, if they seem withdrawn. Not all kids are loud when they're upset. Some of them just get a lot quieter. Just talk to your kid. Feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to support any way possible because we do this together. And remember, every single child experiences the holidays different, and our small actions make the biggest difference to make sure that we navigate this holiday season so they can be resilient and experience joy. All right, on to our parent tip: making discipline easier with a very short set of rules. Now, kids who are expected to follow rules at home and expectations at home are so much more likely to follow expectations at school, which means we have so much more time for learning. So really, really encourage you to have a quick, easy set of household rules that you follow through with your kiddo. Make up a short list of rules along with consequences. Rules are kind of tough if there's not a result of what happens if you don't follow it. These will be unique to everybody's family dynamic and situation, and a huge thing is just to follow through on it. If you set it, make sure it happens. So here, make it catchy and easy for your family to remember. Here's a couple of examples. Play nice or think twice. Maybe they argue a lot with their siblings, and there's a consequence of a timeout or something that happens. If you partake, then you take part. So what that means is, for example, if you eat the food that I cook for you, then you clean up the dishes in which it was eaten upon. And then pick up or pay, making sure their rooms are clean, making sure that they put their backpacks away in the right spot when they come in. Just little things like that, and creating those structures is super helpful for them following structures at school, and it makes your household more efficient, and hopefully they will do more for you and you have to do less. All right, coming up, we have a lot of fun stuff coming up. The Gingerbread Jamboree is on Thursday, the 19th. The RSVP is up. Thank you. So many people are RSVPing. There will be, I believe, cocoa and cookies for you to enjoy. There will be all the stuff you need to build a gingerbread house with your family. It's absolutely free. If you could, please continue to bring in donations, especially frosting, and candy. Candy's the biggest one that I think we always run low on every year. Little things, cereals, candy, sprinkles, whatever you can do to create that gingerbread house. You can bring it to the main office or send it with your kid, and we'll put it, and they can put it in a bin that we have out, and PTA picks that up every day. Also, we have Spirit Week coming up. As always, do not feel like you have to do Spirit Week. It is completely optional, but it's good to plan, so I'm going to go over the days. Monday the 16th is a stuffed animal day. Remind your child that stuffed animal is going to have to stay in the classroom. Please note gigantic stuffed animals. They need to be reasonable size so we can deal with them. Tuesday is seasonal swag, whatever festive holiday colors, clothes, wear you got. Wednesday is festive sock day. Thursday is holiday sweater. And Friday is pajama day. And with pajama day, please no slippers that don't have a hard sole. We want to keep your kids' feet safe. No blankets, just their pajamas and comfy clothes would be great. And then lastly, the Butter Braid sale, which has been raising a great amount of money for our PTA, ends tomorrow. So if you have any last minute orders, please get those in. So thank you, family, so much for being amazing. I hope you're enjoying this holiday season. And remember, at Stewart, stars have deep roots.